So, my name is Phil Reish. I'm a junior year computer science student at Temple University. I guess I really got into computer science when I was in high school. I had this really, really good computer science teacher, Mr. Sawyer, and he kind of like he kind of like showed me a lot of some of the initial theory. Like he started teaching me a lot of the early data structures like linked lists and sorting trees and things like that. And it just kind of I just found it to be really, really interesting, and I just kind of kept learning more and more and more, and it kind of all built on itself until I found out that basically I'm at this point where I have this really big interest in computer science. Currently, I'm a computer science student here at Temple University, and I've taken classes on uh, software design theory, operating systems architecture, and you really do, you learn so much more than you thought you'd ever learn. And there's room for other opportunities. Like I've been involved in research projects on cloud security, data privacy, and virtual reality. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity for when you get to the college level and you still have that interest in computer science. You really have the chance to really pursue it as far as you want to go. Uh, I guess I'm kind of torn. I kind of see myself going into operating systems research for maybe a large company, or maybe even staying around, staying, into graduate education, and maybe continuing with research and continuing with graduate education. But really, right now, there's so much opportunity that either direction is a good direction to go. I mean, for those that are still in high school that have maybe found an interest in computer science, like maybe you kind of tinker around with different programming languages and things like that. I mean, definitely, I'd suggest to just try and find every opportunity you can to really kind of academically expand on your interests. Like I know my high school offered Intro to Visual Basic was the first kind of real computer science class they offered, and I mean, it's a really good way to kind of really spur the growth of your interest from just a hobby to an academic career. Computer Science Education Week 2011.
Hi, I'm Michael Troy. I got into computer science in high school. They taught a lower level programming course, and I wasn't really sure what it was. I just figured I needed more classes to fill out my schedule, take whatever. And so I took this, and it turned out really well. I got really into programming and really enjoyed it. Currently, I'm in my third year at Temple University, working on my computer science degree. I'm taking a bunch of courses, currently software design and practicum, where we are currently doing a project using a game engine. I work at the labs at Walkman in 200. I just make sure everything goes smoothly. Current member of the ACM, pretty active, I'd say. I think that's pretty much it for right now. I'd like to get into any software development. I feel like that's where my strengths are. I would like to try to get into some game design, but I mean that's hit or miss area. Just pretty much anywhere that's willing.
When I was going through K to 12, there was a lot of computer science courses that we had to take that were mandatory, and some that weren't. I feel like when you teach kids how to use computers at very young ages, it's very good for their development, and the fact that computers are our future, and so are our kids, and so they need to work together in harmony. I'm Mike the Hammer Troy, and this is Computer Science Week 2011.
My name's Dave Mason. I'm currently a student at Temple University in the computer science department. I didn't really get a whole lot of exposure to computer science when I was in college or high school, just because I was not the best student in high school. So really, it was a lot of my dad. He's a systems analyst, and when I was a lot younger, he taught me how to build systems, which is more the IT side of things. But as I started learning more and more and more, and I started seeing how the software tied into the hardware, I just started seeing what I could do within the operating system to just break, build, and improve whatever I could. I am 1 year from graduation. Really, I'm just going through my classes, just trying to fit wherever I can in. Doing a lot in the heavy programming side of things. That's really what we do in CS at Temple. So I've done a lot with, let's see, threading, process control, what else? Basic design, just the basic view of data structures and how they're supposed to be applied. Some theory courses, which not the easiest, but they give you a real appreciation for what you do and the actual application side of things. I'm an officer in the ACM, so I help coordinate a lot of what we do within our club. I'm trying to secure an interview or internship right now, which is a lot more difficult than I thought, but I have a lot of relevant experience, and I also have a job over at our tech center doing tech support, which my degree didn't really help me with, but getting interested with computers really early on gave me the skills I needed to really secure that job. Future is, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go yet, but I am absolutely sure I want to be in development. I don't just want to be maintaining someone else's code or just bug seeking in someone else's environment. I want to be pioneering. I want to be making something new. I want to make something that really improves the way that people use their systems. So anything I can do to learn more about just more efficient software is exactly where I want to be. Like I said, I wasn't exactly the best student when I was back in high school, but when I was in high school, which was a little bit longer ago than most people, we didn't really accentuate computer science at my school. Really, we just did computers from a business aspect, which was using Excel and Office. So I would say any opportunity you can get to just get a real small exposure to this stuff, even if you just take one intro course, it's so valuable. Because the first programming course you take, if you're not ready for it mentally, is a shock. It's a huge paradigm shift to what you're used to. So anything you can do to get more familiar with the environment and the subject, take it. I'm Dave Mason, and this is for Computer Science Education Week 2011.